বাহ ভাই কি সব চমচম গিরি, এগুলো ভালো লাগে না। আর সবার সাথে কত বলো, কন্টিনিউ করো। 96% প্রসেসর ইউজ হচ্ছে। প্রসেসরও বলছে কি করছো। কথা প্রিমোস লাগবে, কিছু দু চারটা উইশ দেবে না এমনি এমনি যে 2 বছর চলে যাচ্ছে।
60টা করে প্রিমোজন দেয় একটা কোয়েস্টে, স্টোরি কোয়েস্টে।
60টা করে আর কি হবে। নিলো স্টোরি কোয়েস্টটা কন্টিনিউ করি, আমাকে যেতে দিচ্ছে না।
Hey there, I saw you two helping Nilu move some stuff. Are you two also here for the celebration event? You got it! My name is Raykar. Nadia and I are this theater's prop engineers. I also help out with some other tasks like housekeeping. The little ones causing a ruckus are my children, Soreen and Abi. I hope they aren't bothering you. They always get really excited every time we hold a celebration event. Yes, they are. Everyone here takes great care of them. There's good work here, the pay's always on time, and Nilu and the others will often volunteer to play with the kids. I'm quite content with this current way of life. Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before? It's all right. It's all water under the bridge now. My husband and I were both
কি সব
adventurers.
মেটাফর ইউজ
He
করছে।
passed away from an accident. Material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped me a lot, and the atmosphere here is tolerant and kind. Sorry for bringing up such sad memories. Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere I was talking about.
সব অ্যানোয়িং কথাবার্তার কোনো মানে নেই, সত্যি কথা বলছি।
Hey there!
Ah, a newcomer. Doesn't look too bright.
Hey! Talk about judging a book by its cover!
You, on the other hand, you're a special one. How would you describe the concept of art? Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer or not. So that's what you think, Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but nothing exceptional. Is art a product that we create and bring forth, or is it a naturally existing resource? I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Paimon doesn't follow.
I've been staying here for a long time. On occasion, I'd assist them in penning lines of
ওই এদের
dialogue.
আকাশা গুনা গেল
But most
কোথা।
of my time, I just stand back and watch. I prefer to abstain from writing as it spoils the viewing experience. The existence of the theater, of Nilu, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of art. It is not some intangible construct beyond the horizon.
ফাট বকছে।
Anything to do with us?
ওটাই তো।
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning of art?
তুই ভাট ওয়াকার মিনিং জানিস? ওরা ওকে জিজ্ঞাসা কর।
I suppose that question was a little too difficult for you. To chance upon a spark of inspiration. I have been closely observing you, the players on the stage, and those watching in the audience. Art is already all around us.
Very good.
Very good. Keep it up.
And
Hello.
makeup করছে
What?
হ্যাঁ
Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please.
what
Ah, I see. Sorry, I'm just, making a prop. No time for chit-chat.
Is that embroidery?
No. Well, yes, but not really. It's a prop. It's just, some fabric. An ordinary piece of fabric that we use in a show. Sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
What an oddball. Is prop making something to be that jumpy about? Oh well, it's none of our business.
What the fuck?
Look, Milu's back! Let's meet up with her. The event's probably about to start. Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration are finally done. I'll call everyone over, and then we can start. Let us give you a hand. Thank you. Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of the exchange. As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
sad life
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job, and who would even like it?
Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? We're going to give everyone a pleasant surprise. And besides, you've never attended a celebration event before, so this will be a great opportunity.
I'm still not really sure about this.
There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give yourself a chance.
yes
There aren't any scary people here, right?
Right.
All right. Maybe this will help. Everyone, over here! Inaya has something great to tell you all.
Wait! Wait!
আরে এত ইন্ট্রোভার্ট হলে কিছু হবে না
What should I say?
Take it easy and relax. Deep breath in and out. Once you've taken a long exhale, calmly tell everyone what you want to say. If you don't say anything, then all the hard work we put into embroidery practice would have gone to waste.
sad life
Using it as a gift, though? It really isn't that good.
তো
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present. Yeah, it feels like she still doesn't really see herself as part of this community. But it looks like Milu's trying to ease her through. Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone before the celebration kicked off.
new dress
Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present from Miss Inaya!
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become. You've worked on it for so long, so have some confidence. Don't be afraid.
You've got this.
Is Mr. Zubair here?
একাডেমিয়ার
Sheikh
গাদা
Zubair.
গুনে আসছে
This is an urgent notice from the academia. This celebration, or whatever it is, must stop at once.
what
What a condescending guy. What's his deal?
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the academia's policies and orders, we have decided to demolish it.
what
As its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days, after which you will report to the academia for further punishment.
huh
Why? Why force us to do this all of a sudden?
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been issued a warning.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked, and now I suddenly only have 30 days? We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customers and staff?
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zubair. You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario in advance.
Demolition? Why do they want to demolish this place?
আমার story quest টা
The
heavy
academia
লাগাবে।
has never
বল
liked
আমি
us,
তেজকে মেরে
and
দিবি,
they've
তবুও
never
এসে আমাদেরকে
respected our
গরম
work.
দেখাবে। হ্যাঁ,
To
তো
them,
আমার
what
সাথে
we do
আমার
is
একটা
all a
করিয়ে
waste
দিল
of
এটা।
time. This isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performances by only putting on shows they consider to be sufficiently intellectual. But our audience isn't the academia. It's the people of the Grand Bazaar. If our shows are too difficult to understand or too removed from everyday life, nobody would watch them anymore. Changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods. Yeah, the theater is very important to each and every one of us.
The way they're doing things is so scummy.
But I also don't know how we can stop them.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of the essence, so you should act with haste instead of asking frivolous questions.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established policy.
Ask whoever you will, the answer will remain the same. We have already given you sufficient notice.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father? Their family?
কুচবি
What's
চলছে
academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're just using the academia's name to threaten us. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change. You've always been awful. But even I never thought my father would sink this low.
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are, what you do, or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not waste more time on pointless arguments. Wrap everything up and make preparations to shut down at once.
বলে পালিয়ে গেল
Ah, why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do. That's it for today, everyone. Let's clean up. I'll go
কিছু
talk
হলোই
to
না
them
তো।
again tomorrow.
শুধু বক বক
The
হলো, হ্যাঁ তো?
storms that come out of the blue are always the hardest to deal with.
সেলিব্রেশন হবে সেলিব্রেশন হতে হতে শুনলাম বেশ ভালো নাচ ফাচ হবে আবার নীলুর কোথায় গেল সব বাবা আবার লিস্ট বেড়ে গেল লিস্ট বেড়ে গেল ইভেন্টগুলোর লিস্ট আরো বেড়ে গেল 4টে মনে হয়ে গেছে হ্যাঁ 4টে হয়ে গেছে হোয়াট
কেয়া করেগা রে?
আর কোনটা শেষ করতে দে না
আমার আর 35টা টেন্ডরিয়ে চাই, তাহলে দুটো উইশ পেয়ে যাবো। কোথা দিয়ে খুঁজবো এত ইয়ে? আন্ডারগ্রাউন্ডে যেতে হবে।
না না এটা সাইনোর আর নীলুরি নীলুরি 3টে দেখাচ্ছে
সাইনরটা বেশ ভালো ছিল।
আর এটা নীলুরি নীলুরি 3টে দেখাচ্ছে
অতটা বক বক নেই, স্মাগলিং কেসকে ধরতে গেছিল,
Sorry.
ভালো ছিল ইন্টারেস্ট।
I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would turn out
$10
like
ফাইনাল
this.
হতো না?
There's no need to apologize, Nilu. No one could have seen this coming. Paimon just wishes she could have at least gotten to the food. Is what that guy said true? The academia has already given you many warnings?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always seen us as being meaningless. Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater. After Inaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with them. I never expected it to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to listen to the academia, right?
Nahida? You mean Lesser Lord Kusanali?
She'd probably help if she knew what was going on. No matter how nasty the academia could get, surely they can't win against Lesser Lord Kusanali.
No. I wasn't doubting her ability. I just feel like we shouldn't bother her with such a trivial problem. Plus, if the Dendro Archon were to intervene, then it wouldn't feel like our victory was earned.
That's true. Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight. That's true.
I'll try to think of something. We can't just let everyone suffer in a perpetual state of fear and uncertainty. What to do?
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to hold your shows somewhere else? Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone in there might be willing to help out. That also doesn't sound like it'll work.
A debate? Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would that work in this case?
Oh, if we can prove to Inaya's father that the academia's position doesn't hold water, then they won't have a reason to demolish the theater.
I see.
কিন্তু একাডেমিয়া তো নিজেই বলে যে কি
Defeating
সব
him in
বন্ধ
a
করে দেওয়া দরকার
debate. It's a good idea, but which one of us could
সৌরভ
hope to
নিজের
win
চোখে
against a
দেখলো তো
researcher?
ব্র্যান্ড কি করলো
এত রেজিস্ট্যান্স মারে কি করে লোকে
Me? No. I'm the literal worst at arguments. I can't debate.
Nilu, you are only so stressed out right now because you care so much about protecting the theater.
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. It's irreplaceable. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
আরে মাঝে হাত চলেছে
Paimon will help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself.
Thanks, you two. All right. Even though I may fail, I'll do my very best for everyone's sake.
That's our Nilu. We're rooting for you.
Okay. Let's head back and tell everyone what we came up with.
I have to stifle a smile every time I remember the look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today. Panic-stricken, but unable to muster the courage to say anything in opposition.
Trying to best the academia in a debate is attempting the impossible. If you really want to try, I won't stop you. It's not like our situation can get any worse.
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilu's approach will come off as naive, but that kind of frankness is exactly what they lack the most. Things might turn out differently from what you expect.
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. No playwright will turn down a compelling underdog story.
Shh.
sure in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will translate to reality. I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilu. If you need my help, just say the word. Anything is better than just standing aside and watching the theater get demolished.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the academia that we have some fight in us.
Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot less nervous with your support.
Not to rain on your parade, but my father is a real hard guy to deal with. He's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous logic. It'll be extremely difficult to beat him in a debate. You all already knew that. But you just didn't want to hurt Nilu's feelings. When all's said and done, aren't you hurting her just the same?
That's enough, Inaya!
Sorry, I've ruined the mood. I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome. Nilu shouldn't have to push herself for the sake of an impossible goal.
Yeah, it's way too early to give up.
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. Being skeptical might actually be the more normal response. But I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let Zubair Theater go. And it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way. If we're unhappy, we should speak up and let our voices be heard. Say what's on your mind, and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that, then at least we won't have any regrets. I mean, after all, the only thing we can control right now is our choice at this very moment.
I understand what you're trying to say. I also have my own intense feelings of anger and regret.
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate? You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes, I can.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a debate, and truth be told, I'm still not really confident in myself. But since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I'll gather everyone's thoughts and let them be known to all during the debate. I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father. But what about the entire theater combined? Then we should have a chance, right?
Right.
That's right, Miss Nilu!
Beat the bad guy. Justice will prevail.
Make him eat dirt!
You too. We aren't getting into a fight. But thank you for your encouraging words. I'll do my best.
Well said back there, Nilu.
I felt that I might have said a bit too much. Anyway, we better start preparing now. First, let's see what everyone thinks about the situation.
All right, time to pull everyone's thoughts.
When the day comes, I'll get my friends and the theater's customer. If anything goes wrong,
Mr. Zubair, we're trying to put together a list of arguments that might be useful. Any ideas?
It won't be difficult to explain our position. They're in the wrong, and they know it. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years, and I have abided by every procedure and obtained every permit. I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. I didn't expect them to disregard the rules altogether. Yes, I know. But anyone who's staying at the theater is one of us. If I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my duty as a manager. In summary, you need sufficient confidence and strict adherence to the rules. At least for now, they don't have the authority to demolish the theater. As long as you double down on that point and force them to concede it, you'll gain an advantage.
All right, got it.
I've seen many situations like this before. The academia sure likes to get its nose into everyone's business. While you prepare for the debate, I will also prepare the theater for the potential aftermath. It's best to prepare for the worst outcome. Once you're done chatting, do me a favor and tell our customers that we're canceling all of our shows.
Do we really have to?
Right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. I have to consider both our staff and our customers. This is the only way. Nilu, you are incredible. With your talent and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us. And yet you were still the first to take a stand.
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I truly love this place, and I want to keep dancing here. I also want to keep dancing with everyone else.
You're becoming more and more like her. Do your best. We'll do all that we can, and leave the rest to fate.
Her? My teacher. She was an excellent dancer, but she's retired now. If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you more about her.
This just came up. Beats me. Everyone else.
Inaya was right. It wasn't out of, after all. I'd be a terrible. She knows better. I didn't expect you all to challenge the academia. And that reminded me of my younger years. Back then, I feared nothing and no one, and I was always charging into the most dangerous of places. I can't do things like that anymore, but those were some of the best times of my life.
Sorry. If the theater really ends up getting demolished, then you, Soren, and Abi will all...
It's all right. There's no need to think such heavy thoughts. Even if the building gets demolished, its people will still all be here. Have faith in the resilience of an adventurer. We can always figure something out.
But won't you have regrets if things just come to an abrupt end? It'd be like when you were forced to stop adventuring.
Ah, so that's what you were worrying about. Relax. I've had a lot of experience with regret. Things are painful at first, but as they say, time heals all wounds. Look at us now. Serene and Abi are happy. And Serene has also just passed his theater exam. He can start acting soon. He was thrilled because he can soon perform on the same stage as you. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for our past struggles. And would Serene have become a happier person? That's hard to say.
Are you trying to make us feel better?
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater has taught me an important lesson. The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it. I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or I can choose to believe that it was a blessing in disguise
Gotta choose to
for
believe,
Serene
man,
and
fuck
Abi. Similarly,
my
even if
stimulus.
this theater disappears, a new beginning might just be around the corner.
skip করে দেবো একদম easy skip
Good and bad are all human-made
তো দিয়ে
concepts.
যা শোনা শুনছি
It all depends on how we choose to see things.
You have a point.
Nilu, I know how important Zubair Theater is to you. But you don't have to be so nervous. We're all here.
Thank you.
No need to thank me.
ইউ
You're
আমার টাইম নেই আমার আজকে ছুটি আছে কালকে পাবো না তো ইউটিউবে অনেক ভিডিও আছে সেখান দিয়ে দেখে ফেলবো
sort of give up
So, you've already developed some prejudices
হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে
Although, what do you...
They probably. I don't. Does that count?
You answered.
No, no.
আমি question
Nilu,
করছিও না,
the
শুধু
meaning
ওই
of... in
কথা
other
শুনে
words,
আমার মাথা ধরে
this
গেছে।
is something that I once pursued the mastery of art. However, I found I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater.
It was that.
সরি কিছু
Everyone
করার
in
নেই
all
বাই
of
বাই
Hey,
But what bewildered... I realized I left this art will know if art...
when you put it, Mr. Zubair, to put it simply.
I once stood... I care not for where my feet may take me next. But Nilu, you already... You cannot
I understand.
dust the car...
You really seem to care a lot about the theater.
Once
अरे माल थिएटर ये हो रहा था हमार हमको क्या
You're here. Is the theater at...
He's been worried sick.
Hey,
Yes.
what the heck? Then don't tell me.
Come on.
Yeah,
there's no need. If I win,
Really? Mine too.
yeah.
good thing they have the...
Yeah, they need to talk. Exactly. Don't worry. Everyone.
Right. They might think that some forms of knowledge are more valuable than others, but
Nah,
everyone can
এখানেই
equally
হচ্ছে।
appreciate
খুব
art.
একটা সময় যেতেই হবে এই
আরে
নীলু
সাইনার
স্টোরি তো
কোয়েস্টে তোকে পুরো ঘোরাবে
তুমি নীলু স্টোরি কোনো চাপলেস এক জায়গায় থাকো
দাঁড়িয়ে দাঁড়িয়ে শুধু কথা শুনছে সবার
দাঁড়িয়ে দিয়ে শুধু কথা বলতে হবে আর কিছু না
হ্যাঁ কিন্তু কথা বলাটা আমার এখন ভালো লাগছে না কষ্ট হচ্ছে এর এই অ্যাক্টররা অনেক খেটেছে সব রেকর্ড করতে হয়তো লিটারালি অ্যারাউন্ড এক সপ্তাহের কাছাকাছি লেগেছে এই পুরো স্টোরি কোর্সটা রেকর্ড করতে
ইয়াপ
এক সপ্তাহ বলছি অ্যারাউন্ড হ্যাঁ 1 থেকে 2 উইকস তো লেগেছে মিনিমাম
They don't
সেটা আমি
believe-
উড়িয়ে
maybe you
দিচ্ছি
can-
কিছু সেকেন্ডে
Ignore him, no matter what.
Thank you all.
They are always.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. What's it,
কিছু করার নেই আমাকে তাড়াতাড়ি ফেমাস চাই
Abi? Have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilu. Miss Inaya isn't back yet.
যা
Wasn't she just passing on a...
Traveler, Paimon. I think what if Inaya?
What?
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably thinks,
Oh, right.
she has a long. She doesn't think that we can win the debate.
Mm-hmm. And then she...
Exactly. Anyway, first things first.
But where should we start?
I think I might know. Before I brought her to, if she has nowhere.
Then let's go take a...
Yes. Let.
উফ এখন আমি একটানা স্ট্রিম চলবে ওই একটানা কত অবধি যতক্ষণ না আর কোন সেট হয়ে যাচ্ছে
সেট হয়ে যাচ্ছে
ফুল সেট
ও মা গো আমারও হাত ব্যথা হয়ে গেছে
There are signs that someone had stayed here.
But we can't... Let's take a look. Did you hear that?
I
টাইগার
heard
ছিল
it too. Let's investigate.
মার 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 সু করে দাও ওরা এই নীলু নীলু নাইস
Sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Yes, we're almost there.
এই তো
Stay back!
It's Inaya! She's being attacked by wild animals!
Inaya, don't be scared. We're coming to help.
আরকন কোয়েস্টও খেলতে পেরেছিলাম একে। একে 13 এইচপি দিয়েছে, সব হাইড্রো ক্যারেক্টারের এইচপি লাগে, এটা অবশ্য ঠিক কথা।
Stand clear. Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Cascade.
যা নীলু চলে গেল।
Thank you.
বলিস না
So many
পুরো
big
স্টোরি
animals in this
কোয়েস্টটা ওই
area
একটুখানি,
before.
ওইটুকুনি লিনুকে নিয়ে
It
খেলতে
chased
ছিল।
after me for a long time.
হ্যাঁ
Sorry.
ওটুকু খেলতে দেবে।
I'm
Yeah,
causing
Wawa.
trouble for you again.
Why did you leave by yourself?
একবার দেখ
You really don't think we have a chance at winning the debate?
No, everything happened because
Yeah, everyone's working together.
it's all right if it's me. You guys are the kindest people I've ever.
আরে
Listen
তুই
to
চুপ
me,
কর
even
তো,
if you
সে
were the
অনেকজন
reason that
সেম
all
কথা
of this
বলে।
happened. No, Mr.
That's it,
Zubair
sir.
said that you're one of
আগে বলো।
us. So that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Nilu, you can't win a debate against the academia. Especially my father. He's all I tried, but I'm no. Yeah.
So that's what.
At first, I thought the father would slowly come to terms with for one exam.
সিরিজ কি
I thought
পাঠাচ্ছে?
that I thought.
I see.
Yeah.
Season?
I was tired of
Yeah.
it, but
কিছু আছে
you think you. I
আমার তো
forgot how
পাঠাচ্ছে।
long I'd cried for. They
Season
argued
নাম
for
লিখতে
such. I've completely given up.
চাপ নিস না, চাপ নিস
We're
না, আমরা
just
স্টিল জিতবো।
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. He can never. He just wants
Skip-এর
to
option
put me
নেই?
cherish.
It sounds like you're.
I understand. But when we were
বাবা আবার সেই অপশন।
Art must first be appreciated.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. No, there should be something else that's more relevant. No, there should be some. No, there. Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life, but she told us that she's very
Okay,
happy to live at the
wait.
theater now. Although she ran into misfortune, it led her down a new path in life. She sees that as a blessing. She told me that the most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Interpret it?
I can sympathize with those unhappy experiences. Don't let your past suffer.
Oh.
Let the past stay in the past.
When I ran away from home, but
Maybe you'll disappoint him. Don't let go of the.
That's right.
you're right. I can't afford to lose anything more. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's the spirit.
Let's go. I know him very.
All right.
Gather!
মরে যা
Well,
Okay. Looking forward to your good news.
দেখি তোর ডিফেন্স আপ করার পর দেখি সাইনোর কাছে কতক্ষণ টিকে
That should be everything. I'm not sure why,
Come
but
on.
You were good. Talk like that.
thanks for that. But I still feel like it'll be an up. Yeah. I'm acting. Huh? What?
Huh? What isn't a theater?
Wait. Let me think.
আমার এনার্জিও ফুল করতে পারতো না
Inaya really wants.
উইকলিং
Everyone is free to appreciate art. Everyone is free to appreciate art. Mr. Zubair has been meticulously.
দুবার কেন হলো
Art must first be appreciated by others to.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Not quite right.
The most important thing about an
Not quite right.
ও সরব কোনো পাজল করছে
Not quite right. Not quite right.
নীল
Not quite
কোয়েস্ট
right.
অনেকগুলো জিনিস থাকে অপশন দিচ্ছে কোথায়
Ah! at it.
আরে আমি ইচ্ছা করে করছি, আমি জানি কোনটা হবে, তো ওর জন্য সবসময় সবটা হয়ে যায়। সবটা দেখছি যে হ্যাঁ ওইটাও এক্সট্রা একটা অপশন আসতে পারে, এখন অবধি যা দেখলাম না সবসময় একটাই ঠিক হয়।
When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater, but of the people whose lives have been touched by it. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
A bond?
The theater, it also gives you, and its story won't end here, and will all, aside from the
Yeah, that makes, but Paimon doesn't. Oh, gotcha.
I feel like that's another
Paimon,
Sorry for the wait. Things went a lot. Why are you all?
We realized
we have to win.
আর কত বাকি বলতো স্টোরি কোয়েস্ট?
অনেক অনেক অনেক। এখনো তিগনারি করিসনি তো? তিগনারি
আমি ওটার কথা হচ্ছে না,
হয়ে গেলেই হয়ে যাবে, মানে ওই ডিবেটে জিততে হবে তাহলেই শেষ।
তাহলে আর ইভেন্টটা দেখতে পেলাম না। টিজারের একটা কোয়েস্ট এসছে, একটা স্টোরি কোয়েস্ট আছে, আমি কোনো সব স্কিপ মারবো অবভিয়াসলি না।
আমি 99% কাজ করলাম আর ওরা তারিফ পাচ্ছি কেন? পাইমন আমাকে দে তারিফ। হোয়াট দ্য ফাক?
টাইনারি স্টোরি কোয়েস্ট আমি ফুল জানি না করেও, স্যাড।
উইড ইজ গুড,
সব দেখে ফেলেছি।
175 হয়ে গেল।
175
185 এর কাছাকাছি ঢুকে যাবে আরামসে। 90ও ক্রস করে যেতে পারে।
Manthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
কোনরকম করতে হবে ভাই, কোনরকম করি তুলতেই হবে।
But where are those?
যতক্ষণ এইটা করছে আমি এটা করে নি, ইভেন্টটা করে নি।
টিচিপে বসে আছিস না?
হ্যাঁ
টিচিপে বসে আছিস?
হ্যাঁ
একই আমি
ইভেন্টটা করে নি।
জঙ্গলির পাথর করে সব জায়গাতে
ভাল্লুক ইউলা নেবে, ইউলা দিয়ে 1 মিলিয়ন ড্যামেজ দেবে, ও তো অরেনও দেবে, ওটাও কথা না।
আর টাইম লাগবে দিতে, তোরা তোদের সব রেডি করা আছে, আমার নতুন অ্যাকাউন্টে সালা আমি ইয়ারও পৌঁছাইনি।
না মানে একটা কিন্তু প্রবলেম আছে, আমরা অনেক তাড়াতাড়ি 1 মিলিয়ন বারবার দিতে পারবো, কিন্তু তুই একবার আল্ট ইউজ হয়ে গেলে তারপর আবার তোকে জমাতে হবে।
Solidify!
No, my sword! Animal test 63.
Be still.
Rain outlines your. Stand clear.
আর কিছু বাকি নেই তো, নাকি দেখবো তারপরে এই সবগুলো পরে আবার লাগবে, পাবো না। কোথায় রে?
Stabilize.
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate.
Animal test 63.
Be still.
জিংচুর আরেকটুখানি চাই
Body and mind.
এনার্জি রিচার্জ সে পেয়ে যাবো মানে 220 করে দিতে পারলি কাজ হয়ে যাবে
Sucker for a punch, huh? Gather.
Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword.
Cascade.
Absorption test.
Oh, perfect timing.
Genshin bronze?
কোনটা নিয়ে রে
আমি ইয়াও নিয়েছি
চংইউনের কিছু আছে ব্যাপার যে কনস্ট্যান্টে ক্রায়োফায়ো দেবে তাহলে তো কোনো ক্যারেক্টার নেই যে কনস্ট্যান্ট ক্রায়ো দেবে কি অবস্থা মেল্ট ফেল্ট হলে বেশি ড্যামেজ দেয় এগুলো ভেপারাইজার থেকে
মিকা আসছে দাঁড়া দেখা যাক ওকে এরকম হয়
মিকা ওয়ান টাইম
কনস্ট্যান্ট ক্রায়ো ক্যাটালিস্ট না
এইগুলো তো ভুলেই যা এইখানে বেরো হচ্ছে না
নেই কোনো অফিল ক্রায়ো এখানে কেউ নেই অফিল ক্রায়োতে হায়াকা হতে পারে কিন্তু অনলি দ্য আল্টে
ওয়েলকাম আচ্ছা পাইরোনেডোর ডিউরেশন বেড়ে গেল
আমি নিলি আমি তো এই নিয়েছি জিংচু নিয়েছি
আমার জিংচু C6 আমার চাপ নেই
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Yes. Now to start reeling them in.
আচ্ছা কোয়েস্টটা করি কি ও বাবা চলে গেল টাইম চলে গেল স্পিমোজেমস তাড়াতাড়ি চাই তাড়াতাড়ি অ্যাটলিস্ট আজকে 15 করে দেবো তো ওইটাই আশা করছি 15 করলে কাজ হয়ে যাবে কিছু ব্লিঙ্গানা নাই হচ্ছে না ভাই
We did a lot of preparation.
আরে তোর আমি করব না আরে না কোয়েস্ট এখন দাঁড়া না চুপচাপ কষ্ট হচ্ছে
Hello and welcome everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the academia, and I will serve as this debate's adjudicator.
হ্যাঁ আমি দেখব এটা দেখব
I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate bias. I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Arcon also serve as a witness to this duel of wits.
নাইডাও দেখছে না যদি উল্ফাল
Since
ধরো
you
তোমাকে
so
দেবে
desperately demand an explanation, I will expound on the Academia's stance.
Nice one.
You may have misunderstood us from
Yeah,
the
Akasha
outset
পড়ে নি
and
এরা।
believe that the Academia is prejudiced against you. However, the truth is that the Academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru to be afforded opportunities to grow and cultivate their wisdom. Therefore, the works they consume should also possess enlightening qualities and intellectual value. We have failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed at Zubair Theater. In other words, instead of struggling against the Academia in pointless confrontations, if you had spent your time reflecting on improving the quality of your shows and enlightening your audience, Zubair Theater would not be today facing such a tragic fate.
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure. Can Nilu stand her ground?
Calm down, Nilu.
ওই নেটলাইনে তার
First,
মানে এখানে
carefully
সবাই ডিবেট
analyze
করে
what he
উইজডম
said.
দেখায় তার মানে নেটলাইনে তো সবসময় মারপিট হতে লেগে যাবে
He said that
বলবে,
we
"তুই
were
আমার
shut
উপর কথা
down
বলবি,
not
এনে
because
মার
the
একটা ঘুরিয়ে
academia
কথা
looks
বল।"
down on the arts, but
হ্যাঁ,
rather
তোরা?
because our shows aren't
হতে
up to
পারে।
their standards. However,
ঘুষি কথা চলতে লেগে যাবে সমস্যা
শুনতে দে
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Don't think that would make for a good rebuttal.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
এইটা হবে
Don't think that would.
থাক
Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. In your eyes, our shows can't meet the academia's expectations. Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to appreciate art.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction. Guidance and enlightenment are necessary if we are to induce growth in the performers as well as the audience. This stance holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the development of the arts. If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people will not be able to develop a greater level of artistic understanding. Nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous process, and guiding this process is the academia's true goal.
He changed the topic without batting an eye. Good thing I'm prepared. If I remember correctly, what I should say here is...
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated works. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings,
ঠিক কথা
then its contents may as well be a castle in the sky.
আছে
What's
তো
the point of performing a
Celestia?
show that its audience can't even follow? That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
You can only reach that conclusion from a place of ignorance.
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
You tell them, Nilu.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair Theater's programs. Likewise, the definition that Nilu put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the victor for this particular point of contention. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Keep it up, Nilu! You're doing great!
Oh,
In that case, I
Sure,
shall
হাত
speak
তালিও
of
যাচ্ছে
more
না।
concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the law, so you must now pay the price for your transgression. This course of action is also completely procedurally sound. we have already contacted Zubair Theater multiple times regarding the theater's repertoire. However, you have consciously ignored our warnings. Or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless, that failure has indirectly led to the present day's proceedings.
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the Academia.
He started talking about procedural stuff, so I need to focus on...
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out. Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Everything is perfectly filled out and valid. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as its license is valid. Failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally unsound.
Yeah.
That's right!
Yeah.
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this. So long as this matter is discussed within the Academia, this course of action will come to pass.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's claim and position. However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the Academia. In other words, premature notice of demolition is indeed a rash act.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your futile resistance.
Nilu's definitely won this point, right? You're right. Stay focused, Nilu.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Academia's policies on numerous occasions.
Huh?
Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performing rights.
That's a thing?
হ্যাঁ কেন কি সেজ তো চায় সব নাচ গান বন্ধ করে দিতে মনে নেই সুমেরুতে পিপলের ড্রিম করে না
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage as your source of income. Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building. And without its performances, the theater has nothing else of value.
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilu.
Right. I need to keep calm, but just a little more. Zubair Theater isn't just a performance venue to us. Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her painful past. The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects us all. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of... Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. It's been our home for a long time. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater. Her son, Sorin, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on, and they always tell us lots of entertaining stories. Even Inaya wants to stay with us, and she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them, for every single one of us.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. However, you have misconstrued something, young miss. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operations. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood, His employees work for their wages, and the audience comes to enjoy performances. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating, but they can only ever be secondary. When scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems, we freely share our knowledge and resources with one another as if we were all kin. However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work are published. The reason is simple. We are scholars, and there are new projects that await our attention.
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot of prep. He's been solid as a rock.
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the two for this point of contention. The continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilu spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition, whereas the situation that Sharif described has been well documented at the Academia. The Academia has made significant academic contributions, in no small part due to its researchers' efficiency and ability to compartmentalize.
তোর মাথার একটা কোশ্চেন আছে তুই শুনে যেটার অ্যানসার তুই নিজে থেকে জানিস
না এমনি আশ্চর্য হচ্ছে কি যে এতক্ষণ ধরে হচ্ছে সাইনোরটা এত বড় ছিল না কারুরটাই নাই এত বড় এটা এত বড়
Oh no! What should we do? Things are going in the opposite direction. A setup? So Nilu's got him?
Good. He said what he said. The next argument could decide this debate. But is this really the best thing to do? Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her painful past. She already agreed to this. She wants to win, no matter what. Me too. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectations...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home, then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Inaya...
Sorry, Nilu. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder this responsibility for me. If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete failure. By your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and daughter.
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please speak with caution.
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilu will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father. You're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand why we come together for the sake of relationships.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic things he said.
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not interrupt debate proceedings.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate. But before that, Father, I have some final words to say. I've been doing some soul-searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home, but whether there was any point to my personal rebellion against you. I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. The truth is, I ran away from home as a means to vent my recurring frustrations. That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you and hoping you'd give up on your lofty expectations. But by doing that, wasn't I just doing the same thing as you?
কথা ঠিকই বলছিল, কেউ ইডিয়টিক কথা বলেনি।
I won't force my expectations upon you anymore.
Sad life.
At Zubair Theater,
তুই বল সৌরভ,
I have found the life I've always wanted. I will move on from my family troubles and strive towards my new goal. But if you dare to harm this place,
আর কি করে
then I will stand with my friends here and fight against you.
This is not the time to space out, Sharif. The debate is still underway.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that question.
Of course we are! Miss Inaya is a really good friend.
It was a bit of a process, but we won her over.
Make no mistake. All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always be with her.
Such puerile simplicity. However, it is surprisingly a relief.
Wait, what are you... never mind.
They left?
Does that mean we've won?
আরে হ্যাঁ আরে
You're amazing!
I relaxed for a moment, and it looks like he still has a place for her in his heart.
Terrific work, Nilu and Anaya. You likely won't cause any more trouble for her.
Didn't know you could get so fierce. I have a lot of
No,
newfound
Dito.
respect for you two.
This really took a lot out of me, though. I don't ever want to do this again.
Both
Miss Nilu and Miss Inaya were so... Should we throw a second round of celebrations?
আর সেলিব্রেশন আর করতে হবে না, প্লিজ শেষ করে দে।
এই সেলিব্রেশন আমারও বেকার লাগে।
এ পাইমন আছে এখানে।
During the debate, you said that you found a new wish. What was it?
I actually want to learn how to dance from Nilu.
That's a great wish. But with your shyness, are you really going to be okay going up on stage?
I'll try my best. Nilu wasn't born an expert either.
এক্সপেরিয়েন্স।
Oh, it's you.
এইটা গেল নীলুর, এখনো সাইনর করতে হবে।
সাইনটা অনেক ইন্টারেস্টিং ভাই, এটার থেকে অনেক ভালো, অনেক ভালো, মাইলস ভালো।
Yes, I feel a lot better. The more I think back on everything, the more surreal it all feels. I don't think I could
এবার
repeat
থেকে
what I
কিছু
did a
খুলবো
second
না, আমি
time.
বুঝে গেছি, খুললে হবে না। সবসময় বন্ধ করে রাখবো, যখন হবে তখন আরকন করে শেষ করব তারপর।
করবি নাকি আজকে?
হ্যাঁ আমি সব শেষ করে দেবো।
Yes, and it's all thanks to you.
ভালো ইন্টারেস্টিং আছে। ওর যে মাস্টার ছিল তাকে নিয়ে পুরো ঘটনাটা, স্মাগলিং এর কেস।
I see. You mean how fate brought me to the theater, right? Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had mentioned. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer, and from the moment I saw her, I couldn't look away. I thought to myself, the gods must have blessed her with such talent. But later on, she would actually smile down at me and say, just the opposite, in fact. Yeah. She said, dance is an art born from toil. It isn't a gift from the gods, but a creation by our own hands. It is a beautiful thing born from our life experiences. Whenever there is joy or something to be celebrated, people will dance. In other words, any place where people can effortlessly begin a dance will for sure be filled with the blessings of everyone's happiness. She wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted was to see her audience smile. Right. The same as what Mr. Kasani believes. I was completely moved by what she had said, so I started taking dance lessons from her. And later on, I began to dance here in her stead. Before she retired, she told me, for as long as you live, never forget what dance means to others. This is why Mr. Zubair and I never intended to listen to the academia. Even though it ended up causing everyone a whole lot of trouble, Thankfully, everything worked out in the end. Although, I do have a small regret. Yeah, even though she has already decided to stop fighting with her father, they never managed to have a real conversation with each other. Before he left, Mr. Sharif looked like he had a lot on his mind. He probably has a lot of things he wants to say, but will now perhaps never get a chance to. Yeah, but I still hope that things can change. And that you and Paimon are more than welcome to keep attending our shows. Who knows? Next time, you might see Inaya on the stage.
Obviously, Chauces.
Are you still worried about Inaya? Let's be sure to come back often. Who knows? Maybe things will have worked out for her.
2 days later, এখনো story quest চলছে। Day after tomorrow. নীলুর সাথে উঠবে এই তো ডান্স হচ্ছে
কতক্ষণের কোয়েস্ট ছিল বাবারে সোরফ সে স্টার্ট করেছে দুপুরের শুরুতে এখন দুপুর শেষ হচ্ছে
ইনায়া নাচবে নাকি
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our newest member, Hinaya.
Hello, everyone.
She'll be dancing for us from now on. So please, give her your support.
Inaya's taken her place on the stage! Oh, Paimon wonders how she'll look when she starts dancing. When you stop and think about it, happy endings like this sure aren't easy to come by. Nilu's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination. Huh? What do you mean by that? You do have a point there. The whole demolition thing was going overboard, but he really could have banned Nilu and the others from dancing. If he really wanted to be ruthless, he could have done some real damage, even without winning the debate. Oh well, it's not like we can understand how people like him think. Wait, look at the cat dragon!
অরেন ঘুমিয়ে পড়েছে কি হয়েছে সে দেখতে পাচ্ছি মারছে তোকে
ঠেলে ঠেলে কোথায় নিয়ে চলে যাচ্ছে
মরে যাবি তুই মরেও গেল সাইনো
কোথায় গেল
भाई तू आवाज से भी घुस में अकेला आ रहा तो क्यों है अभी
কি
আরে এতে
লোকা বলছা
ভ্যালোরেন্টে
এই এদের কোর্সটা তোকে করতে হবে সৌরভ
ডেজার্টেরটা তো
হ্যাঁ
একটা ডেজার্টের কোয়েস্ট আছে আর একটা আরানারা আছে জানি এই কো
Isn't that Inaya's father?
Oh, it's you two. I don't have much to do today, so I just came to look around this place.
Are you looking for Inaya?
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble her. Well, I was for a time. My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia, so there was a period of unrest. I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty. Otherwise, the rumors would probably persist for even longer.
Suspended from duty?
Bechara.
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time, so I can afford to come here and watch a show. I admit that I do not understand the magic that this theater possesses, but my curiosity has been piqued. I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost certainly mature in the presence of such a person. There are no parents who do not worry about their children. I suppose she managed to hit a weak spot of mine. Never mind. I do not have the right to say that.
You're already here, so you might as well go see her.
No, that is not necessary. I will take my leave after the show concludes. Do not tell her that I was here.
নীলু দেখতে হবে বলে দিয়েছে ইনায়াকে। ও
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again?
ভাই
But
আমি এক্সপেক্ট একদম করিনি।
you said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back.
আমি একদম এক্সপেক্ট করিনি। একটা স্টোরি কোয়েস্টের জন্য আবার একটা কাট সিন
Let's
বানিয়েছে
go
ওরা।
somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
সব সময়
I
থাকে
don't
না।
know. But I think we should have faith in them.
আচ্ছা তাহলে ঠিক আছে।
Yes, Inaya. I have something for you.
Oh, nice.
I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours if you'll take it. You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart. Father.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feelings.
কি আর করা যাবে?
She probably would have snuck away as well if I didn't drag her back.
Do you think they'll be able to reconcile?
I'm not sure. A complete reconciliation may also not be the best thing for them right now. All those years of arguments and misunderstandings can't be settled overnight. It might be best if they continue to keep some distance for now. But no matter where their hearts and bodies may be, they will always be family. All I wish for them is to be able to one day tap into the warmth of that bond. Oh, by the way, everyone's really thankful to you for helping out with the debate. So we made you a little something. Hope you'll like it.
সে টিপটে রাখতে পারবো, নাইস।
Isn't this Zubair Theater? Whoa! This is amazing! It's so detailed and polished!
We've also never made anything this complicated before. Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of the design, while Inaya and I made all the little pieces with the help of others. Miss Rekha and Miss Nadja made and assembled the centerpiece. As adventurers,